This demo shows one method of cutting a metal printmaking plate by hand. I will be cutting an aluminum plate, but this works for copper and zinc as well. The tool I'll be using is called a draw tool. It's used by drawing the sharp hook across the surface of the metal repeatedly to score it until the plate can be bent apart. First, carefully measure where you would like to cut and mark it with a Sharpie. This tool is not precise enough to cut only halfway down a sheet, so plan to go from one edge of the plate all the way to the other. Because it's almost impossible to start off the edge of the plate, I find it easiest to break this into two chunks, first cutting one direction and then the other. In the beginning, use a ruler as a guide. Start the cut a little bit below the edge of the plate. Move your hand down the ruler, applying firm pressure as you cut. The first few passes of the draw tool should be done slowly and with mild pressure as you build up the score marks. If you're too aggressive with it, the tool may likely slip. There are two ways to do this. You can either stop before reaching the end of the plate, or overhang the plate off the edge of the table just a little and score all the way off the end. Once you have established a deep enough rut, you will no longer need the assistance of the ruler, so long as you're careful. After you have scored one half, flip the plate around and score the other half. If you didn't score the very edges, overhang them a little and finish scoring until the plate begins to feel weak along the seam. Use caution while cutting. Keep the other hand out of the way, applying firm, downward pressure on the plate and your body to the side in case you overshoot the edge. When the plate feels weak, line up the seam with the edge of the table. Hold one side in place while you gently flex the other side up and down until the two pieces separate. If this is the first time the tool has been used, it will need to be sharpened first. To gauge how evenly you are applying pressure, color in the side of the tool with Sharpie. As you sharpen, this area should be flush with the sharpening stone. I'm using the coarser side in this demo. To sharpen this side, I use the pointer finger to apply downward pressure. Spend about 1 minute making clockwise circles and 1 minute making counterclockwise circles. Check the Sharpie to see how best to angle the tool to keep it flush with the stone. Once the first side is sharp and all the Sharpie has worn off, flip the tool over to do the second side. This time, use your thumb to apply pressure. Again, spend 1 minute making clockwise circles and 1 minute making counterclockwise circles. Once finished, the tool should be shiny and sharp.